Hi friends, I am Joel John, and now I am going to talk to you about a dream which I saw today. On my morning time, it was about some 5 o'clock or something in the early morning. I saw a dream, and my childhood superstar CrossMan came on that dream. That was very interesting, so I thought of sharing it with you. And how this happened was I was sleeping on the floor, whereas my bed was very hot now, and because of it was very hot, I just used to put mat on the floor and sleep on that. And my mom was sleeping near me, and she woke up at the time, and I was on sleep. At the time, on my dream, I saw CrossMan, and there was mosquito biting. So I was on a half wake mode. At that time, I heard the CrossMan voice, and on my dream, I saw CrossMan, and he was saying that Joel, put bedsheet and sleep. Mosquitoes are attacking you. You may get dengue or malaria. So on that half sleep, I just woke up and asked my mom to give me a sheet, and I put the sheet on me, and I again slept. So this has lot of moral value. We have to be aware of the mosquito bites and the dengue and malaria which are spreading through the mosquito bite. And this is corona is the main pandemic now, but still, as I saw this dream, but mosquito bites also carry a lot of deadly diseases like this dengue and malaria. Even though there is good treatment for that, it's still wise to get into a disease and then go for a treatment. Better prevention is better than cure always, right? And also I'm going to try wearing this hand gloves for another 6 videos and check whether I am comfortable with the hand gloves, because I am planning to use this surgical gloves when I am going to travel to Chennai, as the lockdowns are all getting released, and I don't know whether this will continue or not. But as of even still today, as I saw the headline news, they are saying that lockdown will be released step by step, and so when it gets released, we have to be more precaution, right? Government cannot keep us locked out for long, so we won't be able to produce anything if we are locked down, and our country GDP will go down, so that we will face a lot of financial crisis. So we have to get into active lifestyle, but we have to be very cautious about prevention. Take care of about good sanitization, good health, and wear personal protective equipments. P. PPE, they call it as personal protective equipment. This is hand gloves. This is a surgical gloves which I am wearing now. This should be worn only once, but I am wearing it twice or thrice, because it may get dirt, and because of your sweat it may get infection. So I will just use an antiseptic like Dettol and wash it, and I will use hand sanitizer before using that. So now coming back, and I am not a surgeon as well, so I cannot I don't have prior experience on wearing this, so I'm going to try this with on 6 of my videos, so that I will get to know whether this works out or not. I'm not comfortable with the bright puncture gloves, which I have kept only for during my driving time. Other than that, I will be on this gloves. Okay, fine. And coming back to the story, I told about the CrossMan coming to me and speaking. How dreams come? Dreams are something which are strong only set points on our mind. What our brain does is, during our sleep we see lot of dreams. Only some dreams were mostly the dream which we saw when we wake up, we will store on our mind. We will be remembering that dream alone. This is the scientific background of a dream. We are seeing lot of dreams which we won't remember. So they call it a subconscious or unconscious mind. This is the truth about dreams. And if there is another one thing, like people fear during the dream, like someone attacking them, beating them, all those, or some kind of stress on them. They won't be able to get up, and they will be on like on a coma stage. That is called a sleep paralysis. That happens because you got feared during your last dream, and it's an sleep paralysis. It's a kind of a immunity problem in your body. Like normal, it's not something like paralysis. There's nothing to worry much about that. It's because you don't have enough strength or mental power to overcome the dream which you saw, which a fearful dream which you saw at the last point of your before your sleep, and because of that you feel like you are paralyzed. That is a medical term or a psychological term called as sleep paralysis. So these are the other three things about. These are some points to know about dreams. And this dream I saw has a very good message from CrossMan. If you search as CrossMan in Google or YouTube, I searched just now, you will only find revolver and other guns. Air gun, air gun. I think in India there is no need for a license for an air gun. That's a category of gun where the pellets will be very small. If you go to any arms store and ask them, they will say this gun could be purchased without armed license. So that's the name. That's a CrossMan is a famous brand in this air gun. And how I know this CrossMan is when I was on my childhood, and people who have to go back to 1990, early 90s, like 92, 95, those kind of time. There was a health drink which is very popularly known as Complan. Now also it's very popular. And at that time they gave a compliment for the Complan box, which will have a lot of toys. These toys are very super toys. The neck will turn, their hands will be, they will be folding their hands, but still in this ankle movement will be there, this hand movement will be there. Similarly for leg, there will be movement, and this will be attractive superstars. Like superheroes, if you have to give a clear picture, all of you would be knowing about Superman, and in India they will be knowing about Shaktiman and Spider-Man. These are superheroes. And like that, there are He-Man. These are all superhero on cartoon characters. Like that, in this complaint, there were some lot of superheroes. There will be some few description about them on the back side of the cover. And these superheroes are toys for kids to play, and these are produced by Fun School. Fun School is a famous toy brand in India, and 60% of these shares are owned by MRF. MRF tires everybody would be knowing, and there is another one partner who owns most of the other stocks, almost rest of the other stocks, and very little is left over for some other shareholders. Okay, this is about the background of this toy. And this is a superhero which I used to play with during my school days, very early school days, like my second standard, third standard. This has set up deep in my mind, and when I got mosquito bite, I felt that this superhero came and saved me. So this is about the dream which I saw. And why I am making a video for a dream which I saw is, it has a moral value. It's about fighting against mosquitoes, and automatically I kept this one coil and this heat spray, which is a mosquito repellent, in my background. This was there on my background for a lot of time, because I am taking this from my room, where I have a cot in this side, I have a computer table here, and this is my dressing or freshening up table, and on that I have got some fruits below, which I will eat. And apart from that, I kept this mosquito repellents. Usually when I go to office, I used to, in my office also, when we come outside and sometimes the AC won't be working properly, at that times I used to get a lot of mosquito bites. At that time there is something called as Odomos mosquito repellent, which you can spray on your dress or on your feet, on your pants as well, on the places nearby. The reason why you can use this mosquito repellent is, even if it comes in contact with skin, there won't be any harm, and this will repel the mosquito from coming near you, and this will give a protecting shield around you. There are also lots and lots of other things like that. So you can use those kinds of mosquito repellents when you are outside. When you are inside, the best thing is to cover keep your place away from mosquitoes. Like, have proper net windows on your home, net doors on your home, so that mosquitoes won't come inside. Even if you want to get a free air by opening the window, you cannot open the window. If you open the full window, mosquitoes will come. If you have a net window, you will get the benefit of having being free from mosquitoes as well. At the same time, you will also get a good air. Apart from that, there is something called as mosquito net. People who are allergic towards mosquito repellents, like All Out, Good Night, so many Martin, so many brands are there. All Out, the one frog will jump and eat the mosquitoes in the home, right? That's a beautiful advertisement. And if you want to purchase any brand like that, go there, or else use a mosquito net for in your bed, and stay away from mosquitoes. And I think this Odomos and other sprays on dresses, they don't have any side effect or they won't create that much of smell, but they will repel mosquitoes. When you go for a walking or something, when you go for a park or someplace, you cannot always put a coil or have a plug point to protect yourself from mosquitoes, right? At that time, do some those kinds of protective things. As my superhero CrossMan came to my dream and asked me to be aware of mosquitoes. I heard before 2 or 3 weeks few cases about dengue. It's not spreading to be a pandemic level. Now corona is the great pandemic, so wear face mask and use hand sanitizer, wash your hands with hand wash before you eat. And lot of people I am seeing on cities, they don't have the habit of washing their hands at all. They say that my hands are clean. After eating food only my hands become dirty. Only at that time I will wash my hands. This is something, a very new story I heard only after I go to the cities, because my work life started after I went to the cities. I don't, in schools and colleges the situation is entirely different, right? We will be having lot of instruction from our teachers. Wash your hands properly, that's the praise, and they will give, and during introduction itself they will say we have hand washers there, wash your hands before we eat. When people hear these kinds of things again and again, automatically they follow. But once you go to the office, even though very few corporate companies, 1 or 2 corporate companies where I work, they gave the instruction, but I don't see too many people following. One more pressure is the attendance, what they call it as break timing pressure will be there. So people prefer not to wash their hands before they eat and wash it only after they eat. At least before hearing corona, be careful, don't eat without washing your hands. And for corona, there is one more add-on, you have to use a soap to wash your hands. Corona won't move out with the normal water. So you have to use a proper soap or hand wash to wash your hands. Hand wash is much preferable because they are specially designed for that. And after you wash your hands, you can have your food, and after having food also you have to definitely wash your hands, because these viruses and bacteria have the ability to withstand water wash. Water, there are 2 types of solvents, polar and non-polar. Water is a polar solvent. In this hand wash they will have the property to remove polar solvents. Although whatever is soluble on polar, water will take it off. Non-polar things, the soap and hand washes will take it off. So do that, and also wash mandatorily after eating. Some people have a very great habit of using tissues after eating. Oh, everything is okay. The viruses and bacteria are very much attracted towards food particles. So they will stay, and after that you will touch all your properties, computer, laptop, everything. There will be some food particles, that is biomatter for fungus to grow, and on this life substance, these bacteria and viruses can live for a long time. Then they are on the other surfaces. They call it a suitable host for a bacteria or virus. So don't create those kinds of things for a bacteria or virus. And this hand wash is for somebody who does spit, cough. If I touch that in my fingers or something, it may go. There are so many bacteria and viruses, right? So safeguarding, I am suggesting this, but it's not mandatory as till now as I know. But this face mask is mandatory, so wear it. And N95 is the prescribed ban. If you go by the prescription, that's well and good. So as I am talking about mosquitoes, the spread of mosquitoes should be controlled. There are special fishes which can be left on open ponds and rivers and ponds should be kept alive. That is, it shouldn't become drainage water. The very first thing in proper citizens should do is, you should not send your home drainage and your home dust and your home garbage on the water sources. If there is a water channel going, the people around them use that as a dustbin and a drainage for their home. There should be a separate pipeline for the drainage water, and that drainage water also should be recycled before it reaches the sea. That is the best practice. We may not be having those kinds of facility in all the places, as the government also should spend so much for that, for drainage recycling, but still a proper drainage is essential. And only on these kinds of dead water bodies there won't be fishes to eat this mosquito larva, but these mosquitoes will spread well. And if you think of mosquitoes, they are omnivorous creatures. Omnivorous means they will feed on both living and non-living matter, like plant excretes also they feed on. So when you go on nearby plants and other areas, you have to use some sprays for you, so that you are away from the mosquito repellent sprays. Then coming back to that, there is one very big comedy hero in our Tamil Nadu called Vivek sir. He has done a awareness video for Tamil Nadu government for mosquito prevention under the main things they say, like you should not have places where there will be rainwater will be collected. You should have a proper rainwater harvesting system to safeguard the groundwater, but you should not put the tires there, some pots, waste pots, everything on the door. For your pets you would have kept water for them to come and drink, but you have to every day change the water. That's for giving hygienic water for your pets, as well as for to avoid mosquitoes breeding there on the open water tanks, everything. If you are not going to use it for only for watering the trees and something, you have a water plant, have some good fishes which will feed on the mosquito larva. I heard about some special fish for that. I have it on one of my VGP Universal Kingdom aquarium fish video. Search on that, I forgot the name. You can find that and comment below. That's well and good. And also share your comments about this video and about the dream which I saw. This CrossMan toy, now it's not available in the market. I went to Fun School store showroom everywhere and searched for it. Once I got a job in Madras. I was in marketing at that time. I got a lot of exposure. At that time also I went, and when I visited some malls, in some prominent malls, I think the Vijaya Mall, Vijaya Forum, not mall, Vijaya Forum on Vadabalani in Chennai. There they have this Fun School showroom, and they have some other Raj somewhere near Paris. I forget the name. There they have a showroom. On all those places I went and checked with them about this tie. They said that the same old tie, if after 10 or 12 years the same model won't be there, but if someone is interested in tie manufacturing, or if someone has influence in Fun School, bring some kind of toys like that. Those are my favorite. They are very good for showroom as well, but when they move their hands and other things, they have a hand which is specially designed to keep it on their hands. So as I saw CrossMan, this is also coming on my mind. The message is, be preventive against all those kind of mosquito bites and other sanitation related problem or hygiene related problem. We can do a lot. Now if for example, if there is this is just an example, I'm not sure very particular about the statistic figure. If there are 100 people and there is one government servant, all government servants are not for working for the welfare of the people. There are different departments. They have different tasks to do. So we can say that to prevent these mosquitoes and others, there is one person among the 1,000 people. All 999 people pollute and spoil the atmosphere or spoil the environment. If this one person has to clear everything, is that possible? That's the kind of awareness, public responsibility we should have. So it's our responsibility to safeguard from mosquitoes. Other than that, yeah, it's sure government should take up steps to give life to the dead lakes, and should have proper fishes there to eat the mosquito larvae. We have to eradicate mosquitoes which spread harmful diseases like dengue and plague. So there's as I saw CrossMan today. Today's date is, just a minute, I will take my watch. Casio F91W brand. 15th of June 2020. So today morning by 4 or 5 CrossMan came to my dream. So I have conveyed this awareness message to you as well. So believing that you will also share about this information to many people, share this video in your WhatsApp, Facebook, LinkedIn and Twitter groups, so that awareness will spread through most people, and also ask them to subscribe, press the thumbs up icon and share button, and share me in Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter and all those. Also share your valuable comments below. It's time to say bye. It's your Joel John J signing off from you. Bye.